All right, guys, welcome back after that short advert break. Let us quickly wrap up today's lesson. So in today's lesson, we looked at theoretical probability versus experimental probability. Thereafter, we've looked at two-way tables, and then also we've looked at tree diagrams. Now, the important language that goes with probability is the following. So we have what we call theoretical probability. That is purely mathematical calculation of determining the probability of an event occurring out of a total number of possible events. Then we also have what we call experimental probability. This now refers to the number of times the event occurred relative to the number of trials of that specific event. Then prediction is a statement about a future event or outcome based on the probability of historical data or statistics of a past event or outcome that took place over a long period of time. We also indicated that frequency refers to the number of times an outcome has occurred. Then we focused on compound events, where we indicated that it is a situation which involves the probability of more than one event, right? Where each event takes place independently of the other. We also looked at a two-way table. Synonym for that will be contingency table. And we indicated that it's a table which shows all the possible outcomes of the event down a column, then also the possible outcomes of the other event across a row, and the resulting compound event outcomes displayed in the middle of the table. And then lastly, we looked at a tree diagram, where we indicated that a tree diagram provides us with a way of visually represent, right, all the possible outcomes of compound events. It's shaped like a tree with the branches representing all the different possible outcomes. Okay, so I hope all of that is clear to you guys. Now let's quickly look at typical errors, right, that I want you to avoid. Important things that you need to focus on when you do the topic of probability. So I indicated here, read questions with due diligence, right? As you've seen, sometimes we give a lot of information. By simply glossing over the questions, you might be overlooking critical information that's contained in that specific question. So please make sure that you read with due diligence. Then ensure that you are able to differentiate between theoretical and experimental probability. Okay, that you know the difference. Also that you can draw and interpret a two-way table, and that you can draw and interpret a tree diagram. What else is important? Remember that your numerator should never be bigger than your denominator. Okay? Then it will defeat what probability is all about. And then I also indicate, make sure here that you can express yourself verbally. Okay, so that you are able to tell us in words what the probability or the likelihood of something is. And then, as you've noticed in our lesson as well, always leave your final answer in its simplest form. Okay, so I hope that is all clear to you. Guys, before I say goodbye, I would like to leave you with a challenge for this upcoming week. So in this challenge question, I indicated a company is doing research into the link between smoking and cancer. Their results are summarized in the two-way table below. So there we have a two-way table. And then as you can see, we have the smoke, yes, no, with the total. Then cancer, yes or no, as well as the totals going horizontally and vertically. So what is it that I want you to answer? Question number 1. Determine the probability that a person chosen at random from the sample group will be a smoker who has or has had cancer. That's the first question. Then question number 2, determine the probability of selecting a person who is a non-smoker and who does not have or has never had cancer. So that's the 2 questions I would love you to tackle this upcoming week. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you next time. Please remember to work every day, do your homework, and stay safe. Until next time.